Hi folks, it's Keith, Victor Echo 3 Sierra Victor Quebec, and in Morse code, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Echo India. So I thought today I would continue the way I was going before and suggest some very simple scripts that people can use so that they can get on the air, many of you possibly for the very first time. Um, some of you may still be looking at the POTA script and wondering, there's a lot there to try and get for that very first time, but you'll get through it. So this is another one. This is even, I think, easier and more simple than a POTA contact. So it's one that anyone who's just starting can do. Very, very short, very simple script. So we're going to walk you through it in a minute. Just to give you a little idea, I'm talking about the K1Usn, and they call it the SST. All right, slow speed test. Now, it is anything but a test. So you're not being examined, you're not being judged. The idea here was a bunch of people got together, K1Usn, and these are largely people who are associated with CW Ops, and they were looking for a way to get people sort of comfortable with getting on the air, getting through those very first couple of contacts. And I've used them extensively when I first started, and I thought it was a lot of fun. Now the SST is slow speed. They put a maximum cap at about 20 words a minute, but if you're not doing 20, and the vast majority of you listening probably aren't, you go in at whatever speed you're comfortable with. So if you're sending at 10 words a minute, do it at 10 words a minute. The other operators there, part of the, let's call it the rules, guidelines for this, is the other operator has to slow down to your speed. So there's no panic about how fast they're sending. The only time you're going to find them fast is maybe when you're hearing them call CQ and you're trying to pick out their call sign. And I sat there with a couple of them and I probably listened for 2 or 3 minutes before I got every letter and number in the call sign. It doesn't matter. It's just that you're learning how to do it. You're getting used to listening to call signs. So this is a good one. I found the people in it very, very helpful. So now at this point, we're going to switch over to the website. Now this is their website. Nice, straight, clean one. Lots of information on it though. So if you look at it, there you go. Slow speed limit 20 words per minute. So you got nothing to worry about. So when they do this one, well, here it is down here. We scroll over here. Here's the times. The times never change. Not if you're using UTC. And, like I say, it's relaxing. You'll hear people from all over. Everyone's trying to cooperate. Everyone's trying to help you to get comfortable and get on the air. Now, this is really the type of script that you're going to need. You're going to see why I say it's a very, very simple one. First off, I'm assuming at this point you're not calling CQ. You're going to try and answer one, especially if this is your first couple of times on the air. So you're going to hear someone calling CQ SST, CQ SST, duh, and then their call sign. So the SST is very distinctive, right? Diddy-dit, diddy-dit, da. Diddy-dit, diddy-dit, da. Very, very easy sound to pick up. If any of you have been tuning the bands when this was on, you probably wondered what it was all about. Now you know. So sit down, write down their call as best you can, make sure you're hearing it and getting all the letters. And then if you want to really over-prepare, but you can over-prepare a bit, take that call sign, punch it into QRZ, see who they are, because he's going to give you some information. He's going to give you his name and state. I have seen some operators will also give their town or their city that they live in, but the only information that's required is name and state. So now before you even send anything to him, you know who he is. You know where he lives. Pretty simple stuff. So you hear CQ SST, CQ SST, duh, whatever it happens to be. Let's just say K1Usn. All you do, just like in POTA, you send your call just once and see if they come back to you. Now, one of the advantages to this one is that it's not overly crowded. There's not, big pileups or anything like that. So you can get through. You can get heard. There's absolutely no problem with that. Now, he will answer your call. Then they're just going to send their name and their state and BK. So as with POTA, once you hear the BK, you know it's come back to you. So at this point, all you do is you send BK. I like to do the Roger, Roger, although it's not required and many people don't. So Roger, Roger, good afternoon or good evening. Repeat his name. So if his name was Bill, you go Bill. Then you can say my name, or don't even have to do that. You can just do Bill and then your name, in my case, Keith, Ontario. So you send your two-letter state or province abbreviation or DX, and then you send BK again. That's it. And at this point, you've now switched things back to him, and he's going to answer. And almost always it's pretty much the same thing. GL for good luck. And you'll probably use your name just to show that he actually got it. So in my case, he would say good luck, Keith. TU for thank you. His call sign, whatever it is. SST 73 dit. And that's it. Nice, simple, clean exchange. Nothing that you have to worry about if you're doing it for your first time. Well, I hope that sort of gives you an idea. This is just one other way to get, build your confidence, basically. Build up your confidence when you first get on the air and everyone's nervous and worried about flubbing stuff and so on. Now, many of these people, and actually I've spoken offline to some of the people in the K1Usn, and some of them are instructors. So they really don't mind if you blow it and if you make a mess of it. I mean, they're there to help you get through it. So don't worry about it. Try it. It's a different type of contact to a POTA, and it just gives you that little bit extra experience, a little bit extra confidence to keep getting back there and keep getting out there. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you try it. I like the K1Usn. I think it's a lot of fun. And the SST, definitely, I mean, it's a good one to sort of get started in. So Keith, Victor Echo 3 Sierra Victor Quebec and Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Echo India. Wishing you all a great day. Have fun out there. Get on the air. 73.